Hi everyone, my name is Christy and welcome to day 752 of trying to make a product every day. Today I have another beautiful eyeshadow palette that I'm going to be trying out. This is the Makeup Geek Champagne and Rosé palette that I got in my Ipsy Glam Bag Ultimate box. So this is the product that I chose for my February 2020 Ipsy Glam Bag Ultimate. And of course, I will have my unboxing video of that in the description down below if you want to see it. And I really have not tried out that many products from the brand Makeup Geek, but when I saw this palette, it was so like my taste, my type of palette. You've got pink and sparkly, which of course I love, and then some other neutral shades. So I'm excited to try this, but I have to say, first impressions on the packaging, I am not very impressed. Like it came to me already dirty. There's no mirror. So just like really bummed that it's already so messy when I haven't even used it. It just seems like cheap packaging, but hopefully the formulas will make up for the packaging that's not really impressing me. So actually, speaking of, let me go ahead and swatch a few of these. So there's 3 shimmers, which actually I think it says they're foils. And then we've got 5 matte shades. So a good combo. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch. We'll see how they swatch, but the mattes feel kind of dry when I touched them. Oh, but that foil shade, gorgeous. Yeah, the mattes are a little bit chalky from texture and how they swatched. Let me try a couple more. Swatch these ones too. Like the pigment is decent on these matte shades. That one was probably the best, that pink one. Love these beautiful foil shades. I kind of wish it was 5 of the foil shades and then just 3 matte shades because the foil shades are gorgeous. But they could perform totally different once I have them on my eyes. So let's find out. I'm definitely going to test these with an eyeshadow primer though. So Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion on just one of my eyes. And that could really help to make those shades pop more and perform their best. Okay, so there is a perfect base shade here, this light matte white shade, where it's like a off-white cream shade. So just taking that shade with my finger, I will set that eyeshadow primer and the base of the eyeshadow look. So this is a great shade because it'll make those other colors pop on top of it. And that's a really great cream shade. It's actually very pigmented, so it's doing a good job of canceling out the discoloration in my eyelid. So I'm actually pretty impressed by this. Quick, easy to apply. Next, I'm going to start out with a transition shade, and I'm actually going to be using my Shaynob Miami brush set. So picking up the fluffiest crease brush, I'm going to choose the shade Rose as my transition crease shade. So this shade will go into the crease and then a little bit above the crease as well towards the brow bone. So then we have a transition for the next crease shade. And I actually think that this is blending out beautifully and showing up with really nice pigment. So the swatches could have been deceiving because I'm really actually happy with this shade and how it's applying. I think that's a really nice transition shade, especially for this warm tone look. And this brush is pretty nice too. Like, it doesn't feel like the nicest brush. Like, the handle that I'm holding feels kind of flimsy, but it's blending out the eyeshadow really nicely, so that's really all that matters. And then I'm picking up more of a smaller, dense crease brush, and I'm going to build up the crease with this brown shade called Wine Barrel. Focus that right into the crease here. Ooh, those shades look really nice together. The pink and the brown. So that's a good transition. And I think that this shade is also applying just as nicely as the other ones. Very easy to blend. Good pigment. I feel like this brush set came with all the brushes I need, because next I'm picking up more of a flat top brush because I'm going to deepen up the outer corner with this really pretty berry shade. It's called Berries, and this is a matte shade as well. These colors are all so beautifully cohesive. And then I do kind of want to add a little bit more darkness into that outer V. So now I'm going to pick up this shade Merlot here and place that in the center of the outer V to deepen that up and just add a little bit more dimension to the eye shape. Okay, and now it's time to add some of that foiled shimmer effect, and oh, I feel like any of these foiled shades would be perfect, but I don't want to go like too overboard and use all of them, which is something I definitely tend to do. But this last one swatched so beautifully. This shade here, so that's what I'm going to choose. It's like a light pink shade with a gold foil on top of it. So pretty. So that's called Champagne, and that one I'm just going to apply with my finger and press that onto the eyelid. Oh my gosh, I love this shade. So pretty and so unique how it has that gold effect to it. The perfect complementing shade to pull this eye look together. Just blend it out a bit. But it almost gave like a cut crease effect because of how beautiful that pigment is on the foiled shade. Oh, I'm so happy with this eye look and how it all came together. It's really easy to work with this palette, and the colors applied so well. I really ended up being so impressed by this and so happy with these formulas and these colors. So let me just finish it off with some eyeliner. So I'm going to pick up the shimmery Sangria shade and run that along the lower lash line. Oh yeah, this shade looks so good with it. It's like a copper shade kind of. but then it still looks really good with the pink tones. Wow, love that. These brushes, like they're working, but I like those Moda Pro brushes better than these ones. Okay, so here is the finished eyeshadow look, and I am really, really happy with this. So let's see if there's a difference with and without the eyeshadow primer. So here's the eye with the primer versus the eye without it. And I do think that the eyeshadows pop a little bit more on the eye with the primer, but you really don't even notice a difference between the two eyeshadow looks because the eyeshadows still look really nice on the eye without the primer. I just feel like they're a little bit brighter pigment on this eye, but that's only because I'm looking very close and being really picky. And maybe they blended out a little bit easier on this eye than this eye, but it's still a very subtle difference. As for any creasing, I am not seeing creasing at all. Like, I have a lot of lines in my eyelid, and even on the eye without the primer, no creasing. So that's great too. I do feel like when I set the eyelid with a base eyeshadow, it does help prevent creasing on my eyelids, but really glad to see that. So I would still use the eyeshadow primer just so that I can get this eyeshadow look the best it can, so I do think it looks a little bit better with the eyeshadow primer. But really, if you didn't use an eyeshadow primer with this, it would be totally fine. But yay, I think I made a good choice choosing this as my product for my Glam Bag Ultimate. I'm definitely going to get good use out of it because it's the type of shades and the type of eyeshadow look that I'm really comfortable wearing and creating for all sorts of occasions. And thank you so much for watching my video today. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you can see the makeup that I try every day. And I will see you tomorrow in my next video.